Hello YouTubers. In this video I'm going to show you how to fill out the form IMM 5257, which is a part of the temporary resident visa application, or as we call it, visitor visa application to Canada. So after you have created your MyCRC account and answered all those questions, you will need to fill out this form as well as some other forms and upload some documents in order to complete your application for visitor visa. So I'm going to be covering this form today, and I will show you how to fill this out. Okay, so basically for the sake of this video, I have already filled out the form, so you can be actually watching this video while I'm going through the already filled out form. So the first question is UCI. If this is the first time you're applying for a visitor visa or any other type of visa, you won't have a UCI number, okay? So don't worry about it. Go to the next question, select your language, either French or English. And then the next question is the type of the visa. You select visitor visa, your full name as shown on your passport or travel document, obviously, and indicate here whether you have ever used any other name other than your passport name. Okay, so select your sex, date of birth, place of birth, country of birth, and country of citizenship. The next question is asking you the country of residence, so it can be different from the country of your citizenship. Obviously, let's say you are a student from Ukraine, studying and residing at the moment in Germany, and you want to visit, let's say, Canada, right? So you indicate the date here, and then previous country of residence, if you had any within the past 5 years, if you have lived, in any other country other than your country of citizenship or current country of residence, you need to indicate it here. Okay, you click yes and fill out the sections, or you can click no and all the sections will white out. Country where you're applying. So is this the same country where you're applying from? You click yes. And next question, your marital status. If you're single, you won't have to explain anything else. If you're married, again, you select married and indicate your spouse's name and your marriage date. Okay, so next page, if you have ever been married or in a common law relationship, you select no, and you won't need to be worried about other questions, or you will say yes and you need to explain everything else here. So the next question is about your language, your mother tongue. You select it from the list. Your actually, if your native language is not English or French, you need to indicate here with which languages you are most comfortable with. Okay, again, which language are you comfortable to communicate? French, English, both, or neither. It doesn't really matter if you even say this, say neither of them, so it's not going to affect your application. Okay, in case there is an interview, the officer want to know which language you can speak. Okay, so the passport information you write here, country of issue, date of issue, expiry date, and let's go to the contact information part. You will need to fill out this form and indicate your mailing address as well as your residential address. If it is different, you say, no, I have a different residential address, and fill this out, or you will say yes and it will white out. You select your contact phone number, select either Canada or other. Oops, if you do this, not a good thing is gonna happen and everything is gonna be disappear suddenly, so don't worry about it. You just write. I'm writing something just for the sake of this video. Is a test. It's not really, I mean, the phone number doesn't really exist, right? So the fax number, if you have any, if you don't, you just leave it blank. Your email address, make sure it is correct, because this is the only way CIC is going to communicate with you. It is very important, right? So, and then your purpose of visit, either you're coming to Canada for a business purpose, for tourism, for short-term studies, which is less than 6 months, and returning a student, or any other type of visa, right? So for this video, we will choose, let's say, family visit, okay, or friend. Yeah, we can say other, and then explain here, I am planning to visit my friend. Sorry. Okay, so, and indicate how long you're gonna stay, how much money do you have, and name of the person you're visiting, your friend, and his or her address. So a quick quiz for you guys. Google this address and see where this location is, and put the name on the comment under the video. Okay, thank you. It's an interesting place, actually. Okay, so, and if you have any other friend or relative, you just indicate the name and address here. Okay, your relationship is friend or cousin or any other type of relationship. Okay, so education, if you have ever had any type of education, you say yes and fill out this section, or you say no and skip to the next part. Employment, even if you haven't been employed within the past 10 years, you need to write something about yourself. Okay, some people just leave this part blank, and it's gonna delay your application, because officer is gonna ask you again, what have you done within the past 10 years. Okay, so for the sake of this video, I just, out of my imagination, I imagined someone from 2014 to 15 in Goethe Institute in Germany, Frankfurt, because I have studied there and I love that place. That's why I chose that city. Okay, so and then we will go ahead and answer the questions about background information. Okay, read all these questions. I can't tell you what to do with these questions, because it's really personal information. I'm not sure if anybody has done this or had any tuberculosis lungs or something like that disease. Okay, you go ahead and read this section, which is very important. Okay, and then select your right answer, check mark yes or no, and then go ahead and answer this question: do you consent to be contacted by CIC in the future? Select yes or no, it doesn't really matter. Okay, it's actually for the survey purposes or statistics, something like that. Okay, so once you're done with the whole application, you don't need to sign this form. Okay, keep in mind, it doesn't need to be signed, because you're gonna sign like digital signature. Okay, you will use your digital signature at the end of the submission for the visitor visa. So once you've done with the form, you hit validate. Okay, validation complete successfully. So it means there was no error in the form. Okay, if there is an error, the form will warn you to complete that section, and then you will see what is wrong with your form. Okay, for example, you have said yes, I have a nickname, or I have had a nickname, and hit validate, and the form says, alias family name. Okay, you need to put something here, you need to write something here. Okay, you write something here, and the form will give you this success message. Okay, so go ahead and hit save, and close it so you can upload it to your MyCIC account. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day, guys.